more on toxic relationships. And I did do the video on why it's not good to go from relationship to relationship. So anyway, I'm just going to elaborate a little on that because it's really late. And don't mind, I'm still in my exercise attire, and I'm going to be going to bed here soon. So, while I had it on my mind, I thought I'd do this video. So, I was saying in the other video, it's not good to go from relationship to relationship. You need that time to yourself to get your mind clear and to think why that relationship didn't work out, the one that you got out of. You don't want to get into something again right away. If you do, you're extremely likely to make a big mistake, and you don't want to do what I've done in the past. That's past tense. I've done a lot of soul searching and learning for a long time, and I won't be making those mistakes again. So, I'm here to share that with you. So anyway, once again, any kind of a toxic relationship you're in, whether it be a man with a woman or a woman with a man, as I said in the other video, they're going to move very rapidly with the relationship. It's going to go quickly. Like they're going to establish a connection with you fast. Normal people and good relationships aren't like that. They take their time because they don't know about you and you don't know about them. You cannot take everyone at face value when you don't know them very well. Now again, it doesn't mean that you're suspicious of everyone. I'm not saying that. But if you're in a dating situation, you do need to be alert and in tune to certain things. Okay? You're like in the middle. You don't trust them, but you don't mistrust them. You're in the middle because you don't know anything yet. You know, you observe them. They observe you. So, the toxic person will mirror you and find out ahead. They'll find things out about you to know what you like and what you don't like. And then they're going to connect with you in that way. In other words, they're not being authentic or real. It's all a form of manipulation to get into your good graces, to establish that relationship. And I know, isn't it hard to believe? When I first learned this, it's hard to believe. And that's the problem, that it's hard to believe that people actually are like that. But they are. There are people like that. And I think what gets us in trouble is if you're not that kind of a person, like me and you out there, you're not the kind of person, then you want to think good of everyone. You're a little bit more subject to that kind of a person. And again, you want to be in the middle. You don't want to blindly trust, but you don't want to mistrust. It's got to be in the middle. You know, you don't automatically trust people, just automatically. And I would have say in the past, I had a tendency to be like that. Because I guess I thought everybody's like me. They all think the way I do. You know I don't have any ulterior motive on someone, or anybody I'm with, I'm for their best interest. But it's hard to believe that people out there aren't for our best interest. I know, it's hard. Now, at this point, I've known about it for quite a while, so I know that. I know there are people out there like that. And again, you just have to be aware of it, because it is true, you know? And the kind of person I am, I love to dream, and I love things that are wonderful and beautiful and all the good things in life. But my realistic side knows it's not all like that. It's not all bad, but it's not all good. Again, try to be in the middle. We have a tendency to be extreme. We all are so extreme. We're either it's all bad or it's all good. It's not. It's in the middle. There's both. So you check out this side and check out that side. And but anyway, so early on, toxic people will establish a connection with you. And again, they'll call you all the time, text you all the time, and girls will do the same exact thing. And the girls will make you feel wonderful. Oh, you're the greatest guy I ever met. Now, there's nothing wrong with complimenting people. I do that myself. I compliment people. I like to uplift people. But I don't say anything that I don't feel or is not true. Like, if I do compliment you, I mean it. However, there are people out there that do that. It's called flattery. They're strictly flattering you with an ulterior motive. And they don't mean it. That's totally different. So, again, it's good to compliment people and uplift people, but false flattery. It's false flattery. So, I guess what I'm saying is early on, the person doesn't know you. So, if they're telling you you're the greatest thing that ever met, you're their soulmate, and they never met anyone like you, don't believe it. Do not believe it. That would be, realistically, with a good person, that would come way later. They would not have a clue to think that about you yet. Okay, they'll think you're attractive. The woman will think the guy's attractive, vice versa, the guy will think the woman's attractive. But they're not going to think you're your soulmate. How would they know that? They don't even know you, vice versa. So if somebody's telling you that, yeah, run, because they're toxic. It's a ploy. It is a ploy. So they move very quickly into a relationship, call you, text you all the time, establish a relationship like you're the one, you're the soulmate, you're the boyfriend, you're the girlfriend in a very short amount of time. It could be just a few months. And they would be telling you they love you very early on. They love you. And they're having you meet their family. Meet their family, meet their parents early. So, as much as you might like that, don't do it. You don't want to make some of the mistakes I've made. Because, then once you get in it, later, it's not good. But the thing of it is, the last thing I'm going to say on this video, because there's a lot more to say about it, is they are on their best behavior for a long time. It could be the first 9 months. It could be 10 months. It could be a year. That you won't even see anything bad other than they're moving fast, establish a relationship. They seem very loving and go out of their way for you. The people I was with, they all did amazing things for me. I mean, I thought they were good people because they were doing things for me. I mean, they were like helping me with this, helping me with that, just going out of their way, because, I mean, I know enough that I would not, even back then, go out with someone that is treating me poorly off the bat and not doing anything nice for me and it just rude or impolite or any of those things. They were not that. So keep that in mind. I mean, they could be doing now everything for you. But now remember, a good guy or a good woman, they will be the kind of person that will do things for you and be good and do good things for you. However, it's just not it's gonna take time to like slowly unfold. They'll be kind to you, they'll be polite, they will be nice, yeah. But it's gonna just slowly unfold, okay? So yeah, if you're with anyone right from the get-go and they're nasty or they're rude, that's definite no. I mean, I never went out with anyone that was like that from the get-go, ever. But the people I was with were like that later. After a year, the real self came out. And again, yeah, their real self. They're not polite anymore. I mean, they might not have a trash mouth. I didn't have that with them, but they're unkind. They're unkind. They're not for your best interest. And they try to diminish you. They try to control you, diminish you, and degrade you in ways, like with snide comments and rude remarks, and oh yeah, they play some real mind games, let me tell you. And I know it's hard to believe. Me, the thing I'll say about me, and then I'm going to end this video, I'll do more, just a little bit more on the subject, is I'm one of the lucky ones, because I know there are people that never realize it, and they are in these relationships for years and years and years. Now, in my case, I'm not saying, I mean, I'm not like proud that I was not in good relationships at all. Of course not. But the one thing I am happy and grateful for is after a time, a period of time, I would realize that this is not a good thing. I don't like how they're treating me. This is not good. And I would get out of the relationship. I'd leave them. Now, sometimes these toxic people leave you first. But that doesn't mean that just because they didn't leave me, except that the one person on that video with the poem, he was only 10 months. He left me. But the rest of the others were longer term. They still probably the ones I was with were cheating on me, because toxic people, they all cheat. They all cheat. They're just not moral people, and they pretty much will do every immoral thing against you. Okay, toxic people. But anyway, it is late, so I have to cut this video short at this time, and well, we'll continue on with the subject, because my whole goal and purpose is to help somebody else out there. Yeah, because I hate to see people when I recognize it. I recognize now so much people when they're in that. I can see it. Just because I know the signs, and I'm like, oh no, here we go. But you know, can't really tell them. But here I am to tell you ahead before you get involved in one. Or you see signs, and you can, like, before it's too late, you get too attached. Okay? So anyway, more on the subject. And said I'm going to bed. Till next time. I'll see ya.